Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about empties. I know you're familiar with this concept, but basically we're just going to talk about everything that I have used up recently, and I'm going to give you a little mini review. A couple of these things, maybe a couple of these things I've repurchased recently. This for sure. I have a haul coming. I went to Boots. I've got a couple of other things from different places. I'm going to do kind of like a collective beauty haul. This is the shampoo that I just repurchased. I think it's my favourite shampoo of all time. Aussie stuff. It doesn't smell like it used to. Can you remember, like, in the early, well, in the 2000s really, in the like early 2000s to like, I want to say 2015, it had a very specific smell. I think it was almost like bubblegummy. I really miss that smell. It smells nice, but it used to be like a real selling point of the product, whereas now I'm like, I'm not excited about the smell of Aussie products. However, the Mega shampoo, there's something special about it. It's like a clarifying shampoo to me. Is it supposed to be a clarifying shampoo? I definitely feel like, because my hair is so fine, I feel like it's not weighing my hair down, it's getting it really, really clean, but it doesn't feel dry after. Sometimes clarifying shampoos, I feel like I have to use a treatment afterwards to like make it so I can even brush through my hair, because my hair is really fine, really, really tangly, but I also want to feel like clean. It says lightweight, gently clean your hair, leave it full of bounce. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So I kind of feel like it is a clarifying shampoo. Anyway, don't sleep on this. This is really fantastic. It's an oldie but goodie. Not on the flip side, but kind of. The Argan Oil Moroccan shampoo. This is the lightweight shampoo. I talked about the conditioner in last week's Friday Faves and Fails. Really like this as well, but if I compared these two, price-wise, you can often find this for £5. This is 675ml, this is 385. You can often find this for around £5. This is, I think, £6.99, 7 something, as like your full price thing. I only ever buy these when they're on sale. I actually went specifically to go and buy another one of the conditioner. I actually have some of the conditioner left, so it's not desperate. I didn't end up buying it. I probably will pay full price for the conditioner, but not for the shampoo. It's very rare that I'm like, oh my god, that shampoo was absolutely incredible, and I would pay big money for it. I remember really liking the one from Lee Stafford, you know, the one, what was it called? The blonde one that made my hair pink. Loved it. And that made sense because there was like an element to that was, it wasn't the shampoo, it was the tone that it left in my super, super blonde hair at the time. But for the most part, as long as a shampoo makes my hair feel clean, it doesn't make it kind of feel really, really dry, then I like the shampoo. I'm not looking for much from a shampoo. Whereas a conditioner, I tend to buy the shampoo and conditioner together and then kind of regret spending a lot of money on the shampoo. So I'm back to the Aussie, which is a better deal, and I'm probably going to continue to use the lightweight Moroccan conditioner. No one asked, I'm telling you anyway. Skin Proud Sorbet Skin. This is the Everyday Jelly Moisturizer. This was really nice. Nothing left, obviously. Can't show you anything. But it was kind of a jelly texture. It was like a translucent, like not jelly, not like that, like it's firm, but more like, it was like a translucent cream, like a water gel type thing. Really, really nice for a summer moisturizer. It hydrated my skin for sure, but it absorbed really quickly. Didn't leave anything on the skin. So for those of you that don't like residue, you might really like this. The whole of this range, there's a smell, and I think it's going to be a love-hate smell. I quite like it. It's like a little bit musky, but it's not fresh. I feel like it's kind of strange for the product. I've got some other things from the brand as well, like facial spritzers and stuff. I initially was like, but I've really grown to quite like it. But it's something worth mentioning because if you are very sensitive to smells, I felt like the scent of this was quite strong. I've got another moisturizer that I feel like I've been working on this moisturizer forever. And finally the other day I was like, okay, there's nothing left coming out of this. The Fenty Skin, what is it called? There's nothing on here to tell me. This is just like the daytime moisturizer. It's got an SPF 30 in it. You can refill this. You take this out and you can buy this part. So you don't need to buy this large hard plastic piece. I really do like that. I don't think you save much money buying the refill, but obviously it's saving single-use plastic. There is still single-use plastic involved. It's not like this big hard piece of plastic that you're throwing out every time. I would actually buy this again. I have had this sent to me and I've purchased it. I also bought some minis at some point to give to someone. I really like this moisturizer. It does have SPF 30. Obviously that might not be enough for you. I probably, realistically, would probably rely on that in the wintertime. I know, strike me down. I shouldn't admit that, but it is what it is. Something is better than nothing. And I really like the feeling of this on my skin. Again, absorbed nicely, it smells really, really nice, but again, it is quite a strong scent if you are not into scented things. Kind of a sweet scent as well. But again, a kind of a jelly texture. It was an odd one. I've shown you in other videos when I had something left in it. But an odd texture, but it did absorb nicely. It was nice under makeup. It was a nice one. Expensive, but it was a nice one. Unleashia. I've mentioned this a couple of times recently. Most recently, it was in my Friday faves and fails as a fail because although I really, really liked it, I felt like it lasted me no time at all. I haven't been putting on makeup every single day, but I feel like it lasted me a month. It was really like it was gone. And I get that happens with some eyebrow pencils. Some of them are softer than others. But if I was wearing this every single day, I think it might have lasted me 2 weeks, if that, which is not what you want. So although I really liked it, I had the shade Oatmeal. I really liked how it looked. It was just, I didn't break it or anything. And it didn't feel like it was super, super soft. It felt the same as every other micro pencil. So I just wonder how much you actually get in it because it was really poor how little time that lasted me. I'm also currently using, I just recently repurchased the NYX, by the way, if anyone's interested. The NYX Micro Brow Pencil it's the best. It lasts me for ages. I get it in taupe. I'm wearing it today. It is my go-to. It is £10, which feels expensive, but it lasts for ages. The Body Shop Hemp Nourishing Dry Body Oil. So I have the very tiniest bit, but I'm going to use that today. This apparently has been discontinued. Again, I mentioned this in last week's Friday Faves and Fails, but it was a fave. It's been discontinued. Someone told me it's on TK Maxx. If I can find the link for you, I will leave it below. I'm hoping that, like, I bought this from the Body Shop outlet at Lakeside Village in Doncaster. I'm hoping that means that, well, maybe when I bought it a couple of months ago, maybe it had already been discontinued because it was at the outlet. But they sell all the regular stuff, so I just didn't even think. But I'm really hoping that they might have some there because I'm going to be there for a market. My friend Karen and I have a business. We sell candles, wax melts, concrete stuff. It's called Smoke and Matches. It will be linked below. We will be at Lakeside Village on the 7th of October, and I'm hoping that when we're there, because it was right opposite our stall last time, I can pop in and they might have some. I'll buy multiple bottles of this because, again, all about absorption. But it really did feel like it was absorbing into my skin. It did feel, it's going to leave a layer. It's an oil. But it felt so hydrating. It was crazy. I love the whole range. So before you tell me, there are other things. I know. But this was just so nice, especially when you've got damp skin, you've just shaved your legs, or you just got out of the shower, spritz, spritz, spritz. So easy and quick to moisturise. It smells quite nice. It's a light, fresh scent. Someone asked me if it smells of hemp. It doesn't smell of like the material. Do you know what it does kind of smell? Maybe a little bit, just very, very lightly. It reminds me of those baskets that you get from IKEA. This is going to really put you off. And it's not a strong scent because I didn't notice it until I put my nose directly in the bowl. But there are these baskets that you get from IKEA that are like woven. They're kind of like in this kind of pattern. They're a darkish brown with a little square in the middle. We bought loads of those. This is years and years ago. I remember we bought loads of those for the house. And we had them all in the living room and we put them all up and they were brand new. We came down in the morning and the smell of those baskets, the smell to me was exactly the same. When I was a kid, my dad always smoked my entire life. Still does. When I was a kid, I would take his cigarettes out of the pocket, open them up, close them up, put them back. It was a game. It was a game. So I remember the smell inside that box so vividly. I probably haven't smelled inside a cigarette. This sounds weird. Smelled inside a cigarette box in years, potentially decades. But the smell inside, like the smell of a cigarette before it's burned, it's quite a nice smell. To me, it's quite a nice smell. I don't know if it's tobacco. I don't know if it's like whatever is in I don't know. But it smells quite nice. That is the smell. It's the smell of those boxes. And when I put my nose directly in the bowl, that's what I'm smelling. But it's also got like a fresh scent with it. It's just it is there. It is there, and I think everything from the hemp range smells a little bit like that. I've not really thought about it until this very moment. Last empty is this. I'll have to link this for you below because I can't even tell you what the brand is from looking at this, but I got it from Yes Style. I was sent a voucher to use from Yes Style, so full disclosure, kind of gifted. I've used a lot of spot patches over the past 12 months specifically, because towards the end of me being on my antidepressants, it was giving me incredible acne, like worse than I've ever had, ever. So I was using a lot of different spot patches, and it was a good time to test them out. These were quite good. I liked them. They still were not as good as the ones from Pixi. The Pixi ones are still the creme de la creme of spot patches to me. As soon as I put it on, I could see it like inflated, and it was doing things, and it was just a really, really fast acting spot patch. Whereas some of them, you put them on and you're like, it just feels like I just put a sticker on my face. Didn't do anything at all. This was kind of somewhere in the middle. And also some of them, for those of you who have tried these and been like, some of them don't work on spots that aren't whiteheads. And I don't tend to get whiteheads. I tend to get like cystic, like bumps under the skin or a threat of a spot. Very rarely does it actually come to a head. So it's worth, if you are actually looking for those kind of like little patches, just do a little bit of research. Some are going to be better for whatever kind of acne you get or breakouts you get than others. Anyway, that is that. It is, what time is it? I'm on another let's get up early kick. It's 6:44 a.m. Working today. I've already edited a vlog that's going up. Let's see how quickly I can put this together for you, and I will try and remember to list and link everything for you below. Weirdly, last week I felt like I was really on it last week, and then the internet went out all evening on the night that I was gonna like sort out all of the links and stuff. I felt like everything was against me last week. An internet guy came to fix something, and then completely independently, the entire UK had an outage of internet from Sky Broadband. Did you experience this? It was just like all night. It was from like 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night, just as I was settling down to be like, okay, let's watch some TV, and I'm gonna write this stuff, and I'm gonna link everything, and I'm gonna make my thumbnails, all of which requires the internet. And no, definitely felt like I was getting a message from the gods. You should stop doing this now.